Hello dear students, welcome to English class. Today we will do chapter number 4 from your book Beehive. Name of the chapter is A Truly Beautiful Mind. Dear student, mind which is beautiful. So this is very attentive or very attractive title of the chapter. A mind can be beautiful. So definitely it can be called a beautiful if the mind thinks somewhat goodness for the human being, and it is truly beautiful when the mind by the a beautiful mind. So before the reading there are some questions or there are something to read. Why do you think of when you hear the word genius? Who is a genius and what qualities do you think a genius has? We shall now read about a young German civil servant who took the world by storm about 100 years ago. In the summer of 1905, the 26-year-old published in a quick succession 4 groundbreaking papers about light, the motion of particles, the electrodynamics of moving bodies, and energy. His work took up only a few pages in scientific journals, but changed forever our understanding of space, time, and the entire cosmos. The transformed the name Einstein into a synonym for genius. So genius means which has the power to change the world. The mind which has the power to change the world, and on some authentic basis especially. That mind is called genius. 50 years after his death, Albert Einstein is still a genius reigns. Albert Einstein was born on 14th of March 1879 in the German city of Ulm, without any indication that he was destined for greatness. He was just a common baby as usual babies are. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak. Freak means a little bit unusual, somewhat extraordinary, or somewhat unusual than the common children. To her, his head seemed so. At very young age, at the early age, or when he was just a baby, his mother thought that he was an unusual baby, and his physical appearance was not like the common babies. So it was not taken as a common, as a usual babies. At the age of 2.5, Einstein still wasn't talking. When he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. Einstein did not know what to do with other children, and his playmates called him Brother Boring. So the youngster played by himself much of the time. He especially loved mechanical toys. Looking at his newborn sister Maza, he is sad to have said, "Fine, but where are her wheels?" So when he was of 2.5 years, he wasn't still talking. Finally, when he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice, and he did not know what to do with other children. He was not willing to play with them, or he did not know that the children or the mates are to play with each other. Therefore his playmates usually called him Brother Boring, because he was too much introvert. So the youngest played by himself much of the time. Youngster means Einstein. He played by himself much of the time. He was normally found lost in mechanical toys as he loved them. When he looked at his newborn sister, he said, "Fine, but where are her wheels?" It shows that how much mechanical mind and how technical mind he had. At anything. Einstein began learning to play the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted him to. He later became a gifted amateur violinist, maintaining this skill throughout his life. So when Einstein was a school going boy, his master told his father that he will never make a success at anything because he does not anything have interest in anything, or he is not according the normal children. Einstein began learning to play the violin at the age of just 6 years because his mother wanted him to do so. And later he became a gifted violinist, and he maintained this skill throughout his life. But Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil. He went to high school in Munich, where Einstein's family had moved when he was 15 months old, and scored good marks in almost every subject. Einstein hated the school's regimentation and often clashed with his teachers. At the age of 15, Einstein felt so stifled that he left the school for good. But Einstein was not a bad pupil. He went to high school in Munich, where his family had moved when he was just 15 months old. And he scored good marks in almost every subject, but he was not. Because of this, he usually have some clashed with his teachers. At the age of 15 years, he felt so much suffocated in that school's environment that he thought that he should leave the school. And if he would leave the school, that would be good for him. The previous year, Albert's parents had moved to Milan and left their son with the relatives. After prolonged discussion, Einstein got his wish to continue his education in German speaking Switzerland, in a city which was more liberal than Munich. So, the previous year, when his parents had moved to Milan, another city, they left the son means Einstein, with relatives. But after a long discussion, Einstein got his wish to continue his education in German speaking Switzerland, in a city which was liberal than Munich, that means Milan. Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics and interested in physics, and after finishing school, he decided to study at a university in Zurich. But science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man with the walrus mustache. Einstein was highly gifted in math. He was genius in mathematics as well as he had good interest in physics. When he finished his school, he decided to take admission at the University of Zurich for further studies, but science wasn't the only thing that appealed to him. He was a dashing young man, not because that he was a science student, but because he was very impressive personality with some walrus mustache, with some big kind of mustache. He also felt a special interest in a fellow student, Mileva Merrick, whom he found to be a clever creature. This young Serb had come to Switzerland because the university in Zurich was one of the few in Europe where women could get degree. So when he was in the university, in the college, there was a student, literature student, Mileva Merrick, whom he found that she is a clever creature. But the young girl had come to Switzerland because the University of Zurich was just one of the few universities in whole Europe which allow the women to have the degree in education. Einstein saw in her an ally against the Philistines, those people in his family and at the university with whom he was constantly at odds. The couple fell in love. Letters survive in which they put their affection into words, mixing science with tenderness. Wrote Einstein, "How happy and proud I shall be when we both have brought our work on relativity to a victorious conclusion." So Einstein saw in her an ally, a mixture, an ally against the Philistines. Philistine means who do not like literature, art, or music. So she was a student of music, but the family people did not like her at the university with whom he was constantly, because Einstein was not having many friends. She was the one of the few friends of Einstein, but she was somewhat closer than others. Soon the couple fell in love. They exchanged letters with each other, and the letters were a mixture of Tenderness means literature or the science. There is an example have been given from Einstein's letters as he written, "How happy and proud I shall be when we both have brought our work on relativity or to a victorious conclusion." So this seems that there was science in the blood of Einstein. In 1900, at the age of 21, Albert Einstein was a university graduate and unemployed. He worked as a teaching assistant, gave private lessons, and finally secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bern. While he was supposed to be assessing other people's inventions, Einstein was actually developing his own ideas in secret. He is said to have jokingly called his desk drawer at work the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. So in 1900, when he was 21 years old, he became a university graduate now, but still unemployed. He started his work as a teaching assistant and started giving private lessons, and finally he secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bern. It means for 2 years he struggled a lot. Ultimately, he got a job in as a technical expert, but it was not his destination. While he was supposed to be assessing others, in this job he has to assess other people in their inventions. On the other side, in secret, he was actually developing his own ideas. He is said to have jokingly his desk was called desk drawer at work. That is the Bureau of Theoretical Physics. So this is the life of Einstein from birth to 21 years. So what happens the next in his life we'll read in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye. Thank you and have a nice day.